Good morning, guys. All right, today I am working on my son's friend's boat, Ranger 2410 Bay. All right, the problem with this baby that these guys are having, one day was running good, and the other day it's not. All right. Well, a few things I got to do. Number one, check out this engine. Supercharged Mercury 300 Pro with supercharged Verado. Super. Look at that supercharge right here. All right. This is where the supercharge are, guys. Air suck in, compress. Woohoo! That's power. All right. The problem is, engine's not starting. Steering pump is not kicking on with the keys on. According to what we have here, we have lost communication, lost comm. Okay. Then we're not getting power to the turbo motor as well. So either we have to run a new wire from that one. Here's the thing is, here's a mess in here. We have lost communication somewhere. It's gonna be a nightmare to find which wire is loose. As you can see, when I looked this out, that was not all the way in tight. You can see that hang out. Could be one of these wires be damaged. Not sure, but we have to test one by one to see what's going on. I'm gonna tray all this wire back through here. Make sure none of these pins come loose. And we have to take the wire out and count how many wire behind here. And see how many pins is show up here. Alright. Then we figured out what's going on. Hopefully nothing serious. Alright. So my test, first thing I did the test the wire to the pump. We don't have any breakage. Right now we do have 12 volt to the system, but in order for that pump to kick on, the computer it's got to get the signal from the engine to kick on. It's got 3 wires, black, white, and blue. If I understand the way this system works, the key's on, this should be run at low RPM. Okay, once the engine kicks on, it's on full throttle RPM because it's got 3 wires, and you have the pump modulator right here. Let's see if I can find it somewhere in here. Right here, it's hard to see. Yeah, somewhere under there, guys. Anyway, it's not kicking on. The engine's not sending receive information. I'm not sure. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. When the ignition on this, so we run low RPM or not? You know, when the key's on. But right now, when the engine's can't get on, kicking on, so we're not sure what's going on. First, gotta find out why we can't crank the engine. Gotta look for the why. Alright, while I do the test, basically the thing is I'm gonna do is tray all this wire back and forth to see any damage, and look in here, see any pins bent on anything, and clean up a little bit to see how it go. I'll post you as we go. Alright, turn the power on. You can hear the hydraulic running. That's when the engine will start. See? Alright, I get the beep noise, but the engine won't start. But I don't have any code to tell me what's going on. Okay, if I were to take this negative wire out, okay, the pump will stop. Now put that one in, the engine will start. Okay, to neutral. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on. The pump's still running. Out. As you can see, we're moving pretty easy. Alright, my ways to find out what's going on. Let me check the Y, guys. Okay, guys, it seems like I got everything working now. When I turn on the engine, the pump should kick on a bit. So I need to wrap it out to make sure that the engine runs for a few seconds to see if that stays on. Alright, my next test. So I got the 38 volt over there. We traced the Y. Had a damage on the head of the connector, so that part is fixed. Now we need to juice that baby up to the 48 is low right now. It's only 4 volt. So we need to chop that baby up. Okay, guys, it seems like I got everything working now. When I turn on the engine, the pump should kick on a bit. So I need to wrap it out to make sure that the engine runs for a few seconds to see if that stays on. Alright, my next test. So I got the 38 volt over there. We traced the Y. Had a damage on the head of the connector, so that part is fixed. Now we need to juice that baby up to the 48 is low right now. It's only 4 volt. So we need to chop that baby up. Okay, guys, I hooked the wire on it. I started. See if that motor stays on. Alright, as you can see, the motor's running, the pump's running, and we are receiving 13 volt from the engine to kick on. So everything works good. Just because one of the wire got loose right here, so it was a hit and miss thing. In this case, I got it nice working, pretty good. Okay. The engine's running good. Ooh, the sound is supercharged, love it. Alright, our next step, we're going to cut the plexiglass for the cover to put a new nmea system. We'll go to 12 inches. So I'm going to measure and cut. Got some leftover from the last project. Alright guys, tune in. Okay, we got the system cam in. What I did was put this baby on like so to get the way I want it. Then I measure from the inside using a T-square to square it up. Okay, our next step is to cut it. Alright, let's try to cut with the ground. A little cut right here. See if it's success. If not, we're gonna have to go to the big table saw. Alright, let's try right here first. See how it'll go. Sorry about the camera shaky, guys. Trying to show you the best I can. Hand coordination is the best. So do slowly. You know what? I'm going to go to the big table saw first and then cut with this. Okay, we got our measurement, guys. I'm going to go with this line all the way to this. This will be able to cover from here all the way to over here perfectly. We run right here. We see it right here. Alright, let's go cut it. See how it go. Alright. Going straight as possible. Cut inside the mark. yours. Make sure you cut it inside the mouth. That way you can also get some Okay guys, you can see we're going to finish up with small saw. Too much vibration, guys. Alright, 2 more to go. Okay, I gotta do this side and that side. Pre-fit and not fit. We have to ground some down a little bit. Okay guys, I got it in. Not bad. Alright, my next step, it's not working. Found a NMEA 2000K right here, but I'm not sure where's it going. Look back there, it's not hooked up to the engine. A little odd. Okay, so got this one search and destroy mission. With that, we have to run a new NMEA 2000 all the way back there. Alright guys, today we are working on a transduce. We're gonna install a transduce on the Ranger 2410 bay. Alright, I'm not gonna drill through the transom, guys. Basically, we have all the pipe come here for the water to drink from and the pipe over there. So I'm either gonna put on this side or the other side. This side is like got too many stuff going on, so we're gonna do this side. We're gonna drill right here and put right here, then run the wire here, and then strap the wire to this motor mount, and just go in here. Be perfect. All right. First things first, we gotta get the first drill. We're gonna put right here. I pre-drilled a hole. Then we're gonna just step up a bit. All right. Slowly but maturely. Make sure I don't hit anything. Perfect. Let's see if this fits. Hopefully it does. Oh, we need a little bit bigger, so let me go search and destroy. Okay guys, I level it out as much as possible. Right when the water came right there, so that should be perfect, you know. All right. Somehow when I drill a hole there, the water's coming out. Nice, clean, clear water. Not hydraulic fluid or anything. It's just the water inside this chamber never got out. So somehow it came through this way. It's okay, I'll let it drain. Then I'll put a 5200. Right now it's a temporary hold up right now. And we're gonna put this little cam right here, make it look nice and pretty. And we're gonna strap right through to this. That should be nice and perfect right there. Alright, now if we get this wire into this little loop right here, I'm using this little washer to hold another side, so it'll hold it perfectly. Okay, see, we just slide this loop out this way. Pull the washer, loop this back in, and we will have a tight fit, guys. See how it goes? As you can see, it's better this way. And put the video down. Why? Let's put that. Hey guys, basically I fish the wire from here. This is very convenient. And then I stick my hand on here and push the wire from here and tap into that. So we're gonna tape it up nice and neat and test, make sure everything works. Alright, let's load it, see if it works. I have the configuration. Somehow the bottom here doesn't want it flush, don't know why. We're gonna need to back out a little bit. Let's go to sonar, see if anything comes up. Why is this? Stop it. Why? Really configure it, huh? So no. Yeah, somehow still not reading. That's pretty odd. Stopped it. That's odd. I don't know what's going on. Frequency 1200. That's odd. Huh? Alright guys, we got all the system in. Our next step to add the management data, NMEA 2000 Mercury gateway. I love how they designed this, so easy to get to it. Alright, basically we gonna unhook one of these baby. Alright, let's go to the, we might have to upgrade this thing. Alright, we can put this into this. Okay, we got that in. Now we're gonna plug this baby in. See, they'll communicate. I don't know if I have to program or not, because in my old Bay Hydra Sport, Bay Liner, I didn't have to do none of that. It'll recognize right away. Alright, let's turn on the data. Power them in to see how it goes. Alright, we got that in. Let's take this up, make sure. I hate the way this go in. Make this thing so damn tight. Okay. Let's see, we have any data over here. No communication whatsoever. Let's see, let's turn the engine on. Let's see if we got any power to the system. Okay. We got CAN. Got NEMA 2000, but it's not detecting CAN. So, oh well, let me see. I might have to add another system. We'll see. Guys, a mess. We test all the Y, especially the 14 pin Y. I test back and forth each individual Y with no problem. No Y is broke. My next step is to test the terminal resistance. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Not sure what the spec is supposed to be. Hopefully I think it's 120. So basically pause the video while I do this. It's not showing any resistance here. I like that one, no resistance. Okay guys, I'm still getting the lost calm engine. Alright. Okay, what I did was, guys, I test all the Y. I I'll take this whole wire board and read it, and then we also test the ohm between 120 and 100. I get 60. So now I'm testing for a volt. Let's see if I got any kind of volt coming out. This is the best way to use, guys. Okay, we got high can and low can. It's the blue and the white. It's the Y thread. So I'll put the camera right here to read the volt. Right. One goes to the negative, one goes to the positive. We're going to read the low cam and the high cam. Reading 12 volt. That is weird. Okay. Charging. Yellow is positive. We need to do the negative right here. We give about 11 volt. We're supposed to give on 3 to 2 volt. So if I get all this volt, what does that mean? Still getting 12 volt. Alright, guys. That means I think something's wrong with that computer. Okay, now we're going to test the resistance. Right, I put the high cane and the low cane wire together. I should get like 60 ohm. Yep. So that means the resistance is working. But if I were to unhook this, I should get around, let's see. Okay. When I take this main wire out from the 14 pin, we're going to measure the ohm. I should give me 120. See, I got 120, guys. Basically, I stick the pin on the white and the blue. Okay, I get 120. And under here, we have to look code. It's going to be the G and the F, which is going to give you a reading as same thing as the 120. I gotta look at this. I need a magnifying glass. I really can't see here. Let me pause the video and go get the magnifying glass. It's too hard to see. Okay, guys, according to the diagram, we're looking at blue is K and J. So we're looking J and K. So in this here, there's a letter that printed in there. You really can't see till you really get close up. You see a number on there? So I'm looking for J and K. And you can let you see the number on the meter is going to change to 120. So we look for J and K. Is that right? J and K? Yeah, J and K, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Put this right here so you can see. Alright, let's see. J and K. Alright, J and K, I'm getting 2 point something ohm. That's funny. Alright guys. Okay guys, I apologize. Over here is tell me pin J and K. But over here is tell me the pin's a little different when you get to the 14 pin. We are looking at H and J basically. H and J. Alright, let's see, we'll get to that. We're gonna test that one. Whew, you really can't see, old people like me. Gonna need magnifying glass. Alright. H and J. We got J right here. Where's the H? H right here. H and J. There can't be. We got 175 ohm. Let me look at it again. It's hard to see the glare of the sun, guys. H and J. Alright. The grab here is telling me high king and low king. So we're looking at J and K over here. Alright guys, I apologize once more. I kind of beep up the diagram, so we're looking at G and F for that. G and F. Alright, let's go look at G and F. It's right there. G and F. We got G and F. G and F. Alright, so G and F got about 119. Basically, it's right there. It's like I poke the needle in there, guys. G and F. Alright, since I got that, our next step is to remove. I'm going to remove the terminal. Alright, so basically I'm going to remove the terminal. See the right here, see we have the white and blue right here, and see if that changed to open. Okay. I test the wire, we know we got other wire continuity. We have no problem. We've got 119. Alright, let's do it again. We're going to test the same amount. So look at G and H once again. G and F, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm gonna test the white Y, which is the low king. G and F. I'm going to put to the grounds. G and F. Okay, with no G and F, we got 31. That's we have this short. We're going G to ground. And ground, see if we have any beeping. No beep. Then we're going to go F and ground. So we know we have no ground out. Alright, my only option would be that the computer is bad, basically. I'm gonna put everything up in back end and I'll show you. Alright, we're gonna connect this back in. Then I'm gonna go put the terminal back in. He's leading to me that something's wrong with the computer. The computer is definitely bad. Because we have when we took terminal, we got 119, you know. That means it's working. All right. Then I'm gonna hook everything back up. Well, I'm gonna test one more time. I'm gonna test for a volt again. So let's do the volt again, guys. DC. Okay, we're gonna go rate is positive, so we need just ground. So we're gonna go G and F again. We got no volt on that one. Last time I had a wrong one, so we're gonna go F and ground. We got nothing so far, and then I'm gonna go turn on the power. So we need chips coming in. First, I turn on the power to, but we're not gonna turn on the set array, and we just not turn on the key yet to see if we got anything out. G and F. Okay. Okay, when you got no volt whatsoever. G and F. Still got no volt. Okay. Our next step now is turn on the key. Alright, turn the key to on. And I take that gas, I can't see. Oh my God. Old people problem, huh? G and negative. I can see what I'm doing yet. What the frick? Okay, G right here. Okay, we got no volt at all. Let's go to F. Okay, guys. Let's tell me something else wrong with this darn thing. Got 13 volt right there. Let's try test again. G. .1 volt. And then F. Alright, we got no volt coming through. It's supposed to be 2 to 3 volt. I'm not getting none of that. Alright, let's hook this up and see what's going on. Okay, first we hook this one up. Okay, and then we're gonna test over here. We're gonna test this one since we have another resistor in. See any change in volt. Gonna do the low gain first, low gain, and then we'll do high gain. No change at all. Nope, no change at all. Alright. The question is, I'm not getting volt. Why? Okay. My question is, I'm not getting power into the cane. So, guys, something else is wrong. I'm not getting power to it at all. Alright, pause the video, go look for something. Okay guys, I got the key ignition hooked up. The throttle hooked up as well. Let's turn the key on. Okay, when the key kicks on, it gives that 10-second beep. So, alright, we're gonna test the volt again. Let's see what we got. Got 2.3 volt. Alright, that's the low king. The high king's the blue one. That's what we got in this one. So we're getting something. 2.2 again. One should be around 3, one should be around 2, but let's see what's going on. 2.3. 2.3. So we're getting 2.3. Now I'm going to hook this hub, this one to the junction box. See any change in well, let me put this down. I should move this one up. Okay, and put this one low. Okay. Not sure where this one go. Let's look around town. Like everything's hooked up except this one. Okay, yeah, this one goes to this one. I hear something click when I put this together. Okay, got that in. Alright, we're still not getting power to the king, as you can see. I got the power to NMEA 2000, but no power to the king. So, which leads me to the conclusion that the CPU, the PCM is bad. Can you hook this to ground? Let's see. Alright, just a second, guys. As you can see, I still have lost comm. Huh? Okay, the engine starts fine. I'll do that, guys. Okay, guys. I found out what causing the problem. That small crab is causing the problem. It's short out. Okay? Might not only short out the system, but it's also messed up the PCM. Now that everything runs fine, everything tests fine, the only thing I don't get is the communication with this. Okay? It won't display. Alright. The way to explain this to you guys situation better. Okay. I'm getting 3 point at the high cam, and the blue one, I got 2 point. Okay. I still get 60 ohm when I hook up the gauge, the smart gauge. The resistance dropped to 2.9, almost ground out basically. When I take that out, it went back to 60 ohm, which is the right data. And the volt is communicate in the network, but the PCM is not seeing the information. All right, my next step, since I unhooked that, we're gonna set the power down and see if it would have set the computer off. We're gonna try that. Let's see. We're gonna unground everything. And put this down. Okay guys, I did all the tests I can do with all the Y. My last stop of test is to measure the king Y from here. Take the the terminator off, and we're gonna measure the white and blue Y from here. See which pin are we looking for. Do we have continuity? If we have continuity, then we definitely have a CPU problem. Okay. First things first, see the video so you guys can see what I'm doing. I know it's hard, but I tried. I need better grip posts. Alright. Basically, what we're doing, guys, we need to find continuity. Okay. This pin out. Make sure that the power shut up. We don't want to burn out anything else. Alright, so we're going to take this blue and white right here. Just let it stick right there. I might have to go get a clip. Pause the video, I'll be back. We're going to use this clip to hold that pin so we can have free hand. We go around that pin to look for it. Hopefully we find it. Hopefully we have continuity in to confirm. If not, I should go look at the diagram, see which pin is it. So we go to A1 of them. Do that, and I go put the computer to see which Y is that one. Probably need a big magnifying glass because there's a letter in there I can't see. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have no beep whatsoever. It could be that we have a low king problem. Yeah, let's try this one. Maybe my pins does not go all the way in there. I might just get something smaller. So I don't think my pin's going all the way in there. but that pin is pretty small. I just think my pin does not go all the way in there. Let me look for another pin, guys. I'll be back. To make sure it's confirmed we do have. Any beep. Let's see, maybe that will go all the way in. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we do have one wire over there. Alright, we got the blue. Let's do the white. The white is right here. That's funny. We have same port on the. Is that supposed to be normal? To be honest with you. Make sure it doesn't touch each other. Okay, we know that one's. Alright, this is a little confusing to me. We have one port coming out, which is hooked up to this baby together. It should have separate, right? Am I wrong? I think something's wrong here. I think some wires might be linked together. I could be wrong, you know. Let's try that again. That's really odd, guys, to be honest with you. I have both pins beeping on the same pin. Alright, that's a little confusing. Why my white low and king and high king is hooked up to one Y, which is this one. Does not make sense unless something touch each other. Look like I'm gonna take it out and look. I don't want to, but I have no choice, guys. It's a 1, 2. Be back. As we look through the smack deck, so this is the white, this is the blue, and that's the white on top. So we're not getting anything on the white and number 1 pin. So I'm gonna open this up and see what's going on. First thing first, let's try to unplug the gauge. That's my corporate. That's the one I think that caused all this problem in the beginning, because according to my son's telling me it used to work, it flipped one on constantly. Alright, see what's going on. First we're gonna do is disconnect the gate. See that still beep. Okay, with this gate, oh, down one. This is the gate. This is my Nemo 2000 gateway. Smart crap. Okay, so make sure everything's off, power's off, don't fry anything. All right. All right, let's test it again, guys. See if I get that. We're doing pin 1. Okay, it's no more. So as I unplug the gate, as you guys can see, there's no more beep on pin 21. As you can see, this is pin 1, which is the white. So we know we have no problem with that. This is pin 2, which is the blue, pin 21. This is pin 21. So we have continuity between these two, separated. When you hook up that gauge, I also get pin 21, both high king and low king. So that's telling me that we have a problem. That's what caused the short out. The gauge causing this meltdown. All right, now we're going to test the computer. As you can see, pin 1 is right here. So I'm going to measure the resistance between these two. Let's see if we have any resistance or we need got ground out. Pin 1 and pin 22. So we just, as you can see, according to the connector, pin 1's right here, pin 21's right here. So you put this in like this. This will be pin 1 and pin 21. We're gonna measure do we have any resistance on. We have an open socket. Wait, sorry. It's like we have an open socket. So I'm not sure how to test that, King. The only way to find out do we have power coming there is to put the engine on. We're going to test these two. Why? Let me do another test just to confirm. It's an open. And then we're going to test for volt, see if we have any volt on. Alright, so I don't know what I'm testing, but I'm just guessing to see if we need volt. We're going to turn on the power. Do I have any power coming through there? King 1 and King 2. If not, we're going to plug this the connector in and find out what's going on. Okay, I'm not gonna get power to the system without hooking that up. The reason why, this connector had to be on in order for the power to go to the module up front. Okay, so but to test the theory, do we have a Kanglet power? We need to get negative right here. Okay, let's negative it up, see what's going on. Okay, let's do King high. We have negative volt. Negative volt. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's turn on the switch. See if this kicks on. The problem is right here, the gate shows the computer out. This gate is supposed to be about just short out the computer. All the wire is good, all the power. I think the computer is fine. But the computer from the Wi-Fi computer is fine. So the only thing I found out is the computer is damaged.
That's Cat.
Hi, sis.
He said, who am I talking to?
How are you?
She said, do you want to go on a cruise again?
Yeah.
Jasmine and Justin still remember what happened to them the last time.
Hey, they bring a bigger ship to Galveston in 2027. I think they're gonna bring that big ship. Yeah, they bring that. Yeah, we can wait 2027. You remember me, Justin? No.
Jasmine does. Jasmine remember me. He said he was like this.
Uncle V. It's Uncle V.
Well, when you see him, you remember him. Maybe you don't know your voice.
Okay, we got the power on, and we should have some volt on King 1 and King 2, King high and King low. We got 2.4 volt on the King high, and we got 2.4 on the King low. So therefore we have current. Alright, we know that all the wire is good. From here to here, the wire is good. From here to here, the wire is good. From here to the front, the wire is good. So, which brings me to the conclusion: the PCM is bad. It's not sending a signal to the King bus. I mean, it's got the power. We just don't have any signal. So my gateway, small craft gateway, is not going to detect any signal. As you can see, we got power, but no power to King. Power to Nemo, power to King, no King power. In order for that power to come on, the signal have to activate it, but nothing. So my culprit is the gate shorted the computer out. That's according to my son's testimony, that when they use it, sometimes it works, sometimes, especially when they hit the bump, the wave, he said it'll shut up, it'll come back on, shut up. So over time, all that caused the short out to the computer King signal. Yeah, that's the end of the story. Alright, thanks for watching. Our next step to replace the computer, but right now they're on the budget, so I'm not sure we're gonna get the computer is about $1,800. So we see. Okay guys, to understand how the King system work over here, you have the blue, the K and the L. The signal from the resistance is coming down, is feed to over here, but you're gonna come back to the PC side. Let's blow up right here. Alright, as you can understand, the blue and the white right here, 28 in here. When I test this right here, I'm sorry, 21 is the blue right here, okay? And the white one is 11, which is right here. I get the signal from these two Y, okay? When I plug in the gate, when I touch these, it'll ground out. We have both continue. So that's what the gate causing the computer to short out. This is my theory, okay? All right, got the computer out. So hopefully they'll send out to get it fixed. The company I found online is going to charge $400 to do it. If they can't fix it, it's $200. Theoretically, this is what I was thinking. Okay guys, we're going to remove the CPU, which is, pull this down a little bit. Just this one out a little bit. Let me take all that out. Just press this too. The computer, I tested pin 11 and pin 21 is open circuit. No resistance whatsoever, okay? To me, that's telling me inside this circuit board, there's a resistance, a 120 amp resistance is either short out. It looks something like a smaller conductors, a tighter thing. If I can find a picture, I'll show you guys later. But anyway, we're gonna send out, get it fixed, and I'll confirm to you what the situation is. All right, thanks for watching. Tune in to when the computer gets back.